You never asked for anything, and that's exactly why I can't stop giving. You reminded me what selfless love looks like. You didn't chase me, yet you became the one I kept running back to. You never asked for reassurance, but I still want to tell you, you are everything good in me. You never wanted my attention. You earned my admiration instead. You didn't ask me to miss you, but I do, in the quietest moments when I pretend I'm fine. You never demanded my effort, but somehow you became my greatest motivation. You didn't ask me to fall in love, yet I can't remember the moment I didn't. You never asked for my heart, but it found its way to you anyway. You didn't ask for grand gestures. You taught me that love lives in the smallest acts. You never asked for comfort, but I crave to be your peace. You didn't want anything material, but your soul made me want to build you heaven. You never asked for forgiveness, yet I forgive myself every day for not giving you more. You didn't ask to be my weakness, but you are, and it's beautiful. You never asked me to stay, yet every part of me refuses to leave. You didn't ask for my loyalty, but you became my truth. You never asked for clarity, but you brought meaning to every chaos in me. You didn't ask me to open up, but somehow my heart speaks only your name. You never asked for promises, but I made 1,000 in my silence. You didn't ask me to notice you, yet you became the only one I see. You never asked for control, but your presence commands my entire being. You didn't ask for my devotion, but you became its definition. You never asked for attention, but your absence burns like sunlight missing from my skin. You didn't ask for eternity, but your love feels timeless. You never asked to be remembered, but you linger like a prayer that never ends. You didn't ask to be my muse, but every thought leads back to you. You never asked for my tears, yet they fall when I think of your quiet kindness. You didn't ask me to change, but your love evaded me. You never wanted control, but your calm power owned my storms. You didn't ask for my dreams, but you appear in all of them. You never asked for validation, but you made me believe in sincerity again. You didn't ask me to explain myself, yet you understood without words. You never asked for anything, but you gave me everything I was too afraid to want. You didn't ask for my pain, yet you carried it like it was yours. You never asked for loyalty, but I'd cross worlds for you. You didn't ask me to remember you, but forgetting you feels impossible. You never asked to be loved like this. Yet here I am, loving you in silence. You didn't ask for my help, but you healed me instead. You never asked for my soul, but you reached it effortlessly. You didn't ask for perfection, yet you brought out the best version of me. You never asked for my trust, but you earned it without even trying. You didn't ask for my devotion, but it belongs to you completely. You never wanted promises, yet I keep whispering your name like one. You didn't ask to be worshipped, but loving you feels like prayer. You never asked me to believe in love again, but you made it real. You didn't ask for my surrender, yet I gave it freely. You never asked to be my reason, yet you became my everything. You didn't ask for all this love, but it found you anyway. You never asked for control, yet I lose mine when you're near. You didn't ask for magic, but you became it. You never asked for the world, yet you deserve nothing less. You didn't ask me to stay faithful, yet my soul refuses to wander. You never asked me to remember you every day, but I do. You didn't ask for my confessions, yet every heartbeat tells you one. You never asked to be loved in silence, yet that's where my love lives for you. You didn't ask to be my peace, but you are. You never asked for effort, but your presence makes me want to give endlessly. You didn't ask me to write about you, but everything I create carries your shadow. You never asked for anything, and maybe that's what love truly is, giving without being asked. You never asked for anything, not gifts, not promises, not even attention. Yet somehow you earned every part of me effortlessly. The way you stayed content even when I gave you nothing, that's what broke me. You deserved the world, and I gave you half words. You never asked for love, but your eyes taught me what it truly meant. You were the only one who never asked for anything, yet gave me everything I didn't know I needed. Your silence screamed loyalty louder than any promise I've ever heard. That's why you deserve it all. You never made demands, you made memories. You never forced me, you made me want to give. You didn't ask me to stay, you just made me realize I never wanted to leave. You never needed my attention to feel loved. And that's what made me want to give you all of it. You didn't chase, you didn't beg, you simply believed. And that belief made me fall deeper. You never asked for my time, yet I find myself wishing every second belonged to you. You never needed my validation, yet you became the reason I wanted to be better. You never asked for loyalty, but somehow you inspired it with your quiet strength. You didn't ask for the world, yet you became mine. You never demanded affection, but you drew it out of me like a secret I was dying to tell. You never wanted anything fancy, and still I wanted to give you galaxies. You didn't ask for more, You were more. You never requested my love. You deserved it. Every drop of it. You never begged for attention, but you captured my soul without trying. You never asked for promises, but I made them anyway in my heart. You never asked for forever, but somehow I already decided it's yours. You didn't ask for perfection, but you gave me peace. You never demanded to be understood, yet I've never felt so seen. You never asked for everything, but I can't stop wanting to give it all to you. You didn't ask me to love you this deeply. It just happened every time you stayed quiet and kind. You never played games, and that's what made me surrender. You never asked for proof, but your faith in me became my reason to change. You didn't ask me to notice, yet I can't stop watching you. You never asked for my heart, but I gave it to you anyway, without question, without pause. You never asked me to love you differently. You just made me want to love you better. You never asked for flowers, but now every petal reminds me of your calm. You didn't ask for effort, yet you inspired every ounce of it. You never demanded a title. You built a connection too sacred for words. You didn't ask for my soul, but you became the only one it listens to. You never asked me to choose you. I just did, instinctively. You never wanted grand gestures. You just wanted honesty. And I owe you that. You never asked for more attention, but I swear, no one has it like you do. You didn't need to be loud. Your silence was enough to change everything. You never asked me to dream of you, but I can't stop. You didn't ask to be worshipped, but your love feels like something holy. You never asked for commitment, but I already gave it in every glance. You never asked to be loved deeply, yet you became my reason to believe in depth again. You didn't ask for perfection. You wanted presence, and I failed until I learned. You never asked me to confess, but you deserve to know. I think of you constantly. You didn't ask to heal me, yet you did. Without even trying, you never demanded love. You created it effortlessly. You never asked for forever, but you feel like it. You didn't ask me to change, but I did, because of how you looked at me. You never asked for anything, and somehow that made me want to give you everything I hid. You didn't need validation, yet you became the standard. You never wanted control, but your peace ruled my chaos. You didn't ask me to stay up thinking about you, but here I am. You never asked for my secrets, yet I told you everything. You never asked for promises, but I can't stop making them silently for you. You never asked for proof of love because your heart already knew. You didn't ask for me to fall, but I did, harder than ever. You never asked for anything, and that's exactly why I'll spend my life giving you everything.